Welcome to Miss O Math Help. In this video, we're going to be discussing multiplication of two-digit numbers times two-digit numbers, and we're going to be using the box method. As someone who's taught high school, I will tell you that if you can learn this method, you will see it again in algebra when you are multiplying binomials. So it will serve you well in the future. Let's look at some problems. Let's look at 16 times 29. The first thing I want to do is I want to take my first number and I want to break it up into its tens and its ones. I'm going to rewrite this as 16 as 10 plus 6. And I'm going to do that across the top of this box here. So I'm going to put the 10 here, and you can put a plus here if you'd like. You don't have to. And the 6 here. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the 29. Break this up into 20 plus 9. And I'm going to put the 29 down the left side as 20 plus 9. And then each of my boxes, or each of my sections of my box is used for multiplying the numbers that line up with that box. So the pink box, for example, I'm going to multiply the 10 times the 20 because those are the numbers that line up with that box. 10 times 20, if you remember, we just need to multiply the 1 times the 2 and then add in any zeros that we have. So 10 times 20 is 200. The green box, I'm going to multiply the 6 times the 20. 6 times 2 is 12. And put on that last 0. So 6 times 20 is 120. And then the yellow box is going to be the 10 times the 9. That's 90. The blue box is going to be the 6 times 9, and that is 54. These are all partial products, so all I need to do now is just add them together. You can write them down. Some of you could probably do this in your head without writing them down, but I like to write them down in order, and then add them together. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 plus 9 is 11. Plus 5 is 16. Regroup that 1. And then 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. 16 times 29 is 464. Let's look at 65 times 32. The 65 is going to be divided into 60 and 5. The 32 will be divided into 30, or broken up into 30 and 2. Okay, the pink box is going to be the 60 times the 30. 6 times 3 is 18. And then I have 2 zeros to add on the end. The green box is the 5 times the 30. 5 times 3 is 15. And then put a 0 on the end of that. 5 times 30 is 150. 60 times 2 is 120. And 5 times 2 is 10. So now I just need to add everything together. Okay, I've got all zeros there in the ones place. This is going to be 8. 5 plus 2 plus 1. 8 plus 1 plus 1 is 10. Regroup that 1. So the answer to 65 times 32 is 2,080. And lastly, we're going to work a word problem. So Jackson's mom bought 23 bags of marshmallows to make s'mores at a party. Each bag contains 64 marshmallows. How many marshmallows are there in all? So we're going to use the box method to multiply 23 times 64. 20 times 60, 2 times 6 is 12, and the 2 zeros, 1200. 3 times 60 is 180. 20 times 4 is 80, and 3 times 4 is 12. And then we're just going to add up all those partial products. Okay, that's going to be 2. 8 plus 8 plus 1 is 17. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So the answer to the number of marshmallows that are in all is 1,472 marshmallows.